Well, hello.
Oh, is it morning already?
It's 11 o'clock Saturday morning, and you're watching Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel. It was so chilly coming to work this morning, I just decided to wear
How
this
chilly
jacket.
was it?
It was so chilly that I put my feet down and I stepped
Like Fred Flintstone, that's how you stopped the car?
An egg, yes.
Oh, stepped on an egg.
Yeah, because somebody was trying to, cook an egg, but it never got cooked because it was so chilly out. It just froze on the pavement.
Well,
I'm wearing a suit because it's so not a suit jacket to keep me warm because coming to work.
Nice jacket. Who shot the couch?
This is a friend gave it to me, and I've been meaning to wear it, but I was too embarrassed to wear it in public, so I'm doing it on TV where nobody can see me.
Oh, that's good. At least you picked the right show.
That's right, I did. Yes. I did the numbers. I ran the numbers. Although the show before us was a lot lower, but I couldn't, get on that one.
Well, anyway, thank you for dressing up for the show. I think the tie goes very well with it.
Well, thank you. Do you realize the only difference between us and people like David Letterman and Jimmy Fallon? We don't wear the suit. That's the only difference between it. Also, we don't have a bunch of writers.
And the gigantic salaries.
And we also don't have all the editing equipment. But mostly, it's the suit, I think. The suit makes the TV show. Do you never heard that expression?
You're judged by the clothes you
It goes back
wear.
to the 1920s. The suit makes the TV station.
Mm.
You don't remember that far back, do you?
And I don't see
that's that little girl over
anything
there.
changing anytime soon either.
Well, you're almost wearing a suit because you're like wearing a T-shirt with your shirt is.
I'm much more casual. You're pretending to be,
I'm pretending to be more formal because somebody has to look like they know what they're talking about here.
Really?
It's not going to be you.
Okay.
Yes.
You look like you're talking about something. I'll actually be the one that knows what they're talking about.
Something? Okay. Well, let's see you pull that one off.
Well,
see how that works.
When was the last time you went out to eat in a restaurant in Las Cruces?
What day is today?
Saturday.
Well, let's say probably 20 minutes ago. Yeah. I don't know. I go out to eat all the time.
Do you?
Yes, because you know
what?
You
don't cook?
No, because you feel like you're a tourist in a foreign country when you go out to eat, right? Because when you go traveling, you go and eat in different restaurants, right? And you get a feel for the neighborhood, for the country, for the area. Well, you always cook the same, but you know how to make the same things. You probably always make the same foods all the time. Salmon.
You got to make things you know how to make. Now I'm always looking for new things to make.
Anus-free hot dogs.
Anus-free hot dogs. Yeah. Do they exist? I don't know if they exist.
You don't like anuses.
Now that since M5 is no longer open, all the people that went there for dinner, especially on Thursday night when they had the special.
Yes.
Now they're going elsewhere.
I don't know where either, but you tell me. I'm guessing De La Vega's, Sunset Grill.
Well,
let me tell you, as long as we're on the subject, oddly enough, about food, went to the Azul Ultra Lounge this weekend for a drink after the fast.
On Telshore?
Yes, Telshore and in the Encanto, and they have a great drink menu. At least it's written nicely.
But how did they make the drinks?
Four of us got this Blue Moon vodka and blueberry drink that my wife drank it because I don't know why. But the three other of us, I couldn't drink it.
Why
not? It would get into right there in your throat and it would be bitter and it had a weird texture and there was nothing good about it. So we brought them back and we told them to make other different types of things. Some people, which they did nicely. Good martini. Their martinis, their drinks seem to be, if you get the well stuff, it's $5, and I got a Negroni.
Did you have to teach them how to make it?
No, they knew how, but they had to use the alternative method of making a Negroni.
Really?
Instead of Campari, they had to use Aperol, which is adequate. It was good. It is the alternative way of doing it.
Whatever works.
Yes, those of you who have followed this show religiously know the difference between Aperol and Campari, I'm sure.
If you want a Negroni, you've got to have the Campari. As we have demonstrated on the show.
But there are alternate methods you can replace things with things. You could do, some of my friends say they don't like gin.
Really?
They only like vodka. Gin is nothing but vodka made with juniper berries and other...
With some herbs.
The herbs, yes. We don't know what the other herbs are.
Well,
what were we talking about?
I like them both. We're talking about restaurants right now.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
M5 has closed, unfortunately.
Yes, I already hid my head.
But others have opened or are getting ready to open.
Well, but nothing's like M5 with the drinks.
We're talking about Solano.
We were talking about the culinary corridor. The new, some places have restaurant row. We have the culinary corner. What corridor? Corner. One corner.
You hope
of
you
the
don't need a
street.
corner if you eat there.
Well, I took some Tums after I ate there, so I'm okay.
Well,
Solano.
so you say
Solano Avenue.
El Taco Mexicano is no longer there, you say?
It's no longer there. A Cucina somebody. I tried it because it's convenient.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. I tried the tacos. I would go burritos next time. Their tacos came rather than in a basic little tortilla. It was more like a gordita. Had two sides. It was a little oily, but you know what? Tasty. The thing about
oily with the lard, right?
I don't know. I didn't ask because if it is, then I'd feel guilty. So the trouble is, if it's greasy, it's tasty.
So that's South Solano near Missouri. In the old Taco Bell, really.
That's right. Old. You remember it was never Taco Bell when I was there, but it's always been Taco Mexicana. Across the street used to be the Korean restaurant.
Yes, it teamed up with the Vietnamese restaurant.
She moved over to the Vietnamese restaurant.
And so it's
Faux
sitting empty.
Saigon.
Now it's got the sign says it's soul
tacos.
food.
Yes, I think it's called Mama's Soul Food, which I was not aware of, but I will go and try it now.
They're not advertising. It's hard to tell if they're even open for business yet.
And right next to it is Good Luck Cafe, which I've never tried.
I never have either.
What's
Mexican
what's
food.
its angle? I don't know its angle. That you got to be lucky to get out of there.
Alive?
I want to order something.
Good luck.
How's the chicken? Depends on how lucky you feel today. Up the street, where Habaneros moved out of about a month or two ago, is now Cucina. Is it Cucina or Cucina? I think
They
it's
give it a
Cucina.
fresh coat of paint.
Cucina Mexicano.
Durango Bagels is still sitting empty.
That bagel store, yeah, it ended up just being called a bagel shop or something.
Yeah.
But as I said before in the show, we've shifted our bagel allegiance to none other than, I know it's going to offend you, Dunkin' Donuts. They make good bagels. Try them. I'm not sponsoring them, but if you need, they were better than Albertsons.
Oh.
And where else can you? Oh, and Milagro.
Toucan has bagels.
Toucan gets their bagels from Milagro.
They do?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Oh, they may make their own, but
See, I don't eat the donuts at Dunkin' Donuts because they use lard in them, and I just don't eat lard.
I think lard is too expensive these days. I think they use vegetable oil.
If you're like me and you're trying to avoid the animal products, you don't want to use the lard.
What's the difference if you squeeze, a canola,
Cholesterol.
or you sneeze a pig, or you squeeze a pig?
I try to avoid canola too.
So how do you make your donuts?
I don't.
Donuts are not meant to be healthy.
I
They're meant to be
somehow have
tasty.
to get along without them.
As with tacos that are, sometimes tasty and slightly greasy. Sometimes they're, the tacos at the Pro Ranch, which is called something else Ranch
Yes.
now. Those tacos are fairly cleanly made. There's not a lot of oil.
I like actually eating there. I
do too.
To go there and
I do
order.
too.
You can get a couple of tacos for $3.
Nobody bothers you. You sit around
have
on
a salsa
a picnic
bar.
table. You
not-
have the general festivity of
Yeah.
a Mexican town.
And if you go at the right time, you don't have to stand in line to order.
Yeah, even when it's busy.
Now, you can't buy anything organic in that grocery store whatsoever. They never heard the word organic.
Yes, you can. They're kidneys.
What's that?
Kidneys.
Kidneys?
They're organs.
Organic, Michael.
Organ is different than organic?
Yes.
What? One is a adverb.
Yeah,
The other is a noun.
In certain places, you can get organic organs.
You could, but if you move your noun, it becomes organic.
You're
a kidney.
You're really reaching
You're a
today,
kidney.
Michael, on the show.
I am. Well, sometimes you gotta. It's ratings week.
Why do you have?
It's ratings week. Remember?
Do you have a fever?
Why?
I think you might have Ebola.
Before that, my eyes would have to squirt blood.
Is that what happens?
That's what happens.
That's the tip-off. You
How
squirt
do we
blood,
move-
you got Ebola.
Yeah, I can't believe somebody can make such a tasty segue, like moving from restaurants and greasy tacos to Ebola.
Well, you don't
get Ebola from eating a greasy taco.
You
I'll
had
tell
all the
that.
symptoms. So what can I say?
Maybe barbecue. We forgot to mention Rasco's Barbecue before we get off.
Rasco's Barbecue. They moved
they
from Big
moved.
John's Flea Market down to Compost Street.
And they're pretty good. I met, first time I went there, which was just last week, I met somebody who I know, and she had been going to Rasco's for a long time up there, and she came, and it is good.
I think you made a wise move. It's a good part, a good location.
Yeah, I'd eat there many times again.
It's kind of a rotating restaurant.
Oh,
Those are
wait,
ribs.
go back to the ribs. They don't exactly look like that, but
Prize-winning ribs.
that's not from Rasco's.
Now let's hope that he lasts longer in that restaurant than the other restaurants that have been in there.
How about he lasts longer than the people that actually won a prize for their food, which was BZ Blazin' Burgers. They won the Green Chili Burger Award, second place, and they're out of town already.
They left. They were out on Loman. They're,
No,
they're
I
still
think
in Alamogordo.
It looks like the overhead for Rasco's barbecue is so low that they couldn't lose money. If they sold one sandwich a day, they'd be making a profit.
Let's hope so.
That works. So, are we done with the restaurants, you think?
I think we are.
I'm glad you mentioned M5 because I'm very sad that they left.
I know. I am
It's the
too.
only people I could bully into making good drinks.
M5 Martini Grill, they called it.
It was. But it's supposed to be coming back.
They're building a new one. Let's hope that
Let's hope they keep having enough money
to have
to
financial
do
problems to prevent her from opening.
that. If you get any more information, call us up. We'd like to know. Anyway, back to a cherished topic of everybody. One guy in America had Ebola. And actually, he wasn't. Nobody in America really had Ebola. You had to come here. That's what the plane looks like.
Ebola alert.
It could show up at any point, but it doesn't come from here.
You have to go all the way to Africa and go in search of it to get it.
And the guy who
people
came
have.
here went to Europe and then here,
And lied.
No, he filled out his information form. You don't know if you have it for 25 days. You can have it and it stays dormant in your system. So I could be talking to you, and I know you're very careful, but it's the careful people who, make.
But you can't. It's not airborne. You have to be involved with
what do you have
bodily
to do?
fluids.
What do you have to do? You have to lick somebody's
Here, let me
face?
tell you what you have to do. No, you have to
I
actually
don't
go
know
out
what
of your way
that's
to
a
get
picture
it.
of, but it's pretty disgusting. What is that a picture of? A person's face?
It's almost harder to get than AIDS.
To get what?
AIDS. Ebola is.
Yeah, you have to work to get AIDS.
You do. You really
don't
have
have
to. You really have to be careful or careless to get Ebola or AIDS. But
Well, you don't have to be careless to get AIDS.
Ebola has been in Africa for quite a while, but it took 2 American missionaries to come down with it for
them
suddenly
to-
all this attention to be brought around that, there's Ebola that's killing thousands of people.
See, it only takes 2 people
Two
for
Americans.
America to.
Yeah.
It took 2 people being beheaded before America was outraged against
right.
ISIL.
Right. They're chopping off heads left and right, but
They're
until it
killing
happens
everybody.
to one
They're
of
killing
us.
everybody in Syria and whatever, Iraq.
Well,
Not
because
that-
America, we're more important than everybody else on the planet,
Yes.
right?
Well, it's over there. We've always had that sense of isolation. That's why we're safe. That's why we left the old country, to be safe from Ebola and safe from people like
And Marburg.
crazy and what?
Marburg. You don't want to get that.
No. Those of you who are worried about Ebola, Marburg is out there too. We just heard of it.
Well, so are rabies.
Rabies we know about, and we have rabies here, but we don't have Marburg. Well, we do have Marburg here. One person.
Be anywhere. MRSA.
It's also MRSA.
You've heard of MRSA.
I have heard.
You can get that from a bad tattoo. MRSA, that's a bad infection.
I won't get a tattoo in that case.
Well, let's take a break, and we'll
Get
our
tattoos.
We'll get tested during the break. Make sure we don't have anything communicable, and we'll be right back after these words.
And I'm going to get a tattoo that says Rodriguez. In joke. Yes, in jokes are great. That's why. So under here, under this lovely thing, tattoos all over my chest.
Really?
See you later.
Well, you can always get a
Soon.
job in a carnival.
Yes. Are we ready to leave?
If
Okay.
you're living with diabetes and have Medicare or private insurance, here is some great news. Call United States Medical Supply today, and we'll send you the smallest glucose meter in the world, absolutely free.
It only takes a speck of blood, and it gives me my results in 5 seconds.
And there's no coding for easier, more accurate results.
Don't let diabetes get in the way of living. Give us a call today at United States Medical Supply and get the smallest meter in the world for free.
Get ready, America! The Affordable Health Care Act is here, and it's got everyone asking, how do I find affordable health insurance that's right for me? The answer is simpler than you think. Pick up the phone and call I Can Benefit right now. Waiting for you is a team of licensed insurance agents who understand healthcare reform and can help you find the right plan to take care of you and your family's health. Don't wait. Call now and get the answers you deserve and a price you'll love.
Call toll-free 1-800-426-2163.
Celebrate, celebrate, Fiesta Motors.
Come and see us today and discover why our service is second to none. In business for over 17 years, we have the right car for you. When you buy a vehicle from Fiesta Motors, we do everything possible to ensure your satisfaction. Located at the corner of El Paseo and Main. See you there.
Celebrate, Fiesta Motors. Where buying a car is always a celebration.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Burke, and I have a confession to make. I have a serious crush on my workout. Hip, fun, and always a challenge. Jazzercise is the total package. It's the only workout that I've ever truly loved. Does it show? That's because I'm in the best shape of my life. What a difference Jazzercise makes. When's the last time your workout swept you off your feet? Find a class near you at jazzercise.com.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers' high rate and high pay are everywhere.
They're making another minimum payment. Great. Most of the money goes to us.
One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your neck.
They lower his rates and consolidate his bills into one low payment. Consolidated Credit drives us batty.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
'Cause debt sucks.
Call now.
Call Consolidated Credit at 1-800-530-4571. Call now.
We're back. This is Double Talk right here on Channel 98.
Did you ever watch this show?
This show?
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Do you ever see those ads that we have?
The ads that they
Because
run?
the ads
That were just on.
Everybody, those ads are relevant to everybody. Do you have diabetes?
Call those toll-free numbers.
Yes.
It's to your
Get
benefit
credit
to do so.
and go to that gym. Actually, if you went to the gym, your diabetes would be a little more...
Jazzercise.
Yeah, jazzercise.
It's good for you.
Yeah, so they give you little meters so you can test your blood. Call them up. Play back your TV now so you could get those phone numbers. We'll be here when you get here. You just run it backwards, run it forwards. Because everybody has Comcast.
We have the technology.
What is that? What's that for? That's the diabetes?
Yeah.
Would you rather prick your finger for diabetes or on a rose petal?
You can prick your finger, but don't finger your... Well, never mind.
Yes. Good thing you didn't say that because we could be run off by everybody. What are you looking at? You don't want to...
You know what? I'm looking here at sound off, and somebody called in and said, the city is spending $35,000 to restore an 85-year-old derelict fire truck that was down at the park for years and years.
They could have spent $35,000 fixing their glasses.
Yet they want people to vote to increase the
gross receipts
tax for public transportation.
Oh, so what this person is suggesting to think is that they should fix up the fire truck to use as public transportation? Do you think that's what?
It'd make a snazzy bus,
It
wouldn't
would
it?
be cool.
You
It'd be cool.
pile all the people
You
on
could say,
top.
"Could I ring the bell? Could I ring the bell?"
Yeah. Can I run the siren?
Well, it's true. You know, the vote's coming up, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about something more exciting that is happening. Is it happening tonight? I believe it's happening tonight. The Latin Comedy Jam. Now, it's only good for people who know Latin.
Really?
Yes. Do you know Latin?
Vini, Vidi, Vici.
Yes. You and Julius Caesar.
I
Is that
came,
what
I
he said?
saw, I
And
conquered.
Do you have?
Ars,
do you have to know
Ars
Latin?
Gratia
Do you have to know
Artis.
Latin? I'm just asking our representative. Okay, you don't have to be a medical person who usually knows Latin.
Hey, if you ever watch a film made by MGM, Metro Goldwyn Mayer,
Ars Gratis.
Ars Gratia Artis, art for art's sake.
Oh.
Or abandon hope, all ye who enter.
Vita Breva, Arts Longa. Life is short, art lives forever.
There you go.
Anyway, so
Latin.
you do know Latin.
So
you could go to the Latin
Comedy
Jam.
Jam.
Also, if you know how to speak that language they speak here, it's called Mexican.
And well, these
I never saw a Mexican to English dictionary.
These are Latino comics.
They're very negative then.
They're going to be there tonight at the convention center at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 7. We're not really sure who's going to show up because
but it's comedy. It's kind of fun.
You know, But hey, if you want
it's
to
I
laugh,
think the third year in a row.
if you want to laugh, I won't be there. Unfortunately, I will be in Albuquerque.
Oh, so is it a good time to go to your house and steal
And
your
rob,
VCR?
yeah. Come to my house, rob, steal. Oh, I
still have a
do have a
VCR?
watch cat, though, who will claw your...
You want your watch cat stolen? Because some people go and steal watches.
If you steal my cat, you will regret it.
Anyway.
I'll be
yeah,
down.
so that's there.
Yes.
What else do you have there? Oh, only costs what, $15?
15
Is it
bucks.
$15?
I think $15 on up. If you want a
On up.
VIP table, it's probably going to cost more.
If you don't want to stand in the bathroom?
Otherwise, I'd be there. I would be there tonight, but I have to run up to Santa Fe.
I have a wedding tonight.
You getting married?
No, it's not mine.
Oh.
I already did that. God knows how many years ago. I don't know.
Was it legal?
It's the first time. Don't you have to get divorced to marry a second time?
I don't know.
I don't know. You would never know.
So you're hoping your
Never
next
did
wife
that.
is going to be better, huh?
Why? Couldn't get better than her.
Oh, well, okay.
So what can I do? Open bowls. Speaking about charity and marriage.
You hate a closed bowl, you know.
Is that what it's called? Open bowl? Anyway, it's a great charity. It's at the Methodist Church.
St. Paul's.
St. Paul's.
It goes on every year. What is it about?
Because it
For the homeless.
What you do is you go to St. Paul's and you buy a bowl. They fill it up with any type of soup. All the restaurants that are of any value, not M5 anymore, too bad. And probably none of the people on the culinary corridor of Solano.
No, a lot of people there, they bring up their soup. They bring their own soup in huge ladles.
Yeah.
And you buy the bowl, a handmade bowl made by local potters.
Right, they spend a lot of time.
Who donate their bowl.
There's
you buy
a lot
the
of
bowl
bowls.
and you get the soup for free.
We have a few bowls left over. None of them match, obviously.
No,
but
you
it's
they're not
an
supposed to.
eclectic thing. It's very artistic not to have anything matching. You could say none of these match. Well, I'm not anal. I'm artistic.
And yeah, you buy the bowl, which is a very cool handmade item.
They don't all look like that. Some of them are like a shiny. That looks like it's made out of straw. Is that made out of straw? Whatever you do, don't buy a straw bowl for your soup.
And they fill it with soup. You eat the soup, and you've donated to a worthy cause, which helps the homeless.
Bring your friends. You go with your office people, and it's fun.
And it is.
We don't work in an office, although
Friday.
I know it looks like I do work in an office. It looks like this.
Well,
okay.
maybe you should
a
get
comedy
a job.
office. Yes.
Friday, the 17th of October, from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock during the lunch hour, 3 hours during the lunch period.
Good timing. Whoever thought of that time. Whoever planned it. Good idea.
Go to St. Paul's Friday, next Friday, get some soup, help the homeless, and you get a bowl.
Don't be mistaken, it is not the soup kitchen. So if you go in there for a free soup,
But it helps the
forget
soup
it.
kitchen.
It does help the soup kitchen. And that's the whole point. And you get to keep the bowl. And if you keep the bowl at the soup kitchen, they'll break your legs.
And this is your way of voting for helping the homeless.
Yes. People who are working at true minimum wage. Nothing. Because they don't work.
Absolute
well,
minimum.
some of them are absolute minimum wage.
But
you can take care of that by voting.
Voting is another way to get your point across.
You probably don't realize that the voting season is here, because if you haven't looked at your email or the newspaper or the skywriting or people's lawns, you probably wouldn't notice that there's election season.
This is the midterm
It's a
elections.
midterm. People think it's not important. We mentioned it
just
last
as
week.
important.
It's important. It's almost more important because we don't want the lame ducky thing going on.
Some offices have to run every 2 years, like congressperson.
That's true.
And there's many other people running for election because they stagger it. So,
every other 2 year
U.S.
term.
Senate, Tom Udall is running again.
Hopefully you'll vote for him. He's probably one of the best.
We will-
The Udall family is the bedrock of the southwestern states.
Colorado and
Colorado
New Mexico.
and Arizona too. There's a Udall.
No. So
They got all.
We
Udall.
will probably be giving our
opinions
and our endorsements on the week before the election coming up
But
in a few weeks.
You can vote now. I'm, as everybody knows, solidly Democratic. There are a few people I won't vote for in the party, but mostly all Democratic. You're what they call undecided Democrat?
No, I'm not undecided, Michael. I'm independent.
Well, language
Undecided has nothing to do
language
with
has
it.
its whims, doesn't it? You're independent, which means it doesn't matter.
I'm a liberal-minded independent, and I'm a progressive.
A progressive.
Yeah.
So the Progressive Party is more. Where would you ever find a progressive Republican?
I don't want a party to deal. I don't want to be a part of a party.
But you categorize yourself as progressive.
Yes.
So did you ever hear?
So they all tend to be a certain.
You know, they talk about now there are three parts of the Republican Party. Those, the small, perhaps 10% or less, that are coming out, which is the proper term, coming out in favor of gay marriage. The larger part of it, which is probably 50%, which are against gay marriage, or 40% Republican. And then there's the 40% that are that don't know what they're...
What, so these are all single issue people, or what?
No, but that's a big issue for some people. They make their whole lives on one issue. You know, a lot of people, these are political positions. What kind of sex you want to have and how you want to have
Lots
your
of it
baby.
ain't good. I don't know.
I realize that I'm at the age where if I think enough about sex, I won't have enough energy to do it.
I see.
But the most of the issues come down to abortion, gay marriage, and that's about it. But it has nothing to do with politics. That has nothing to do with politics. The middle part of the Republican group of three are the Republicans who don't know what to say about gay marriage. They're willing to accept it, but they're not willing to say they're going to
Because they have somebody gay in their family. And
well, they're running for a position like governor. Martinez, it might be for gay marriage, but she won't say it.
She has a hard time coming out for it or against it. She's the one who has a plane. The state of New Mexico had a. Bill Richardson bought a jet plane for New Mexico.
Are we talking about that?
Spent a lot of money, and then Governor Martinez sold it at a huge loss,
no,
just so she could say she got rid of the state plane.
Yes, so that we wouldn't have a state plane.
So then she flies around in a helicopter.
That the state police
costs more.
State police, yeah, because a helicopter can't get you there that quick, I guess.
Oh, before we go, we're almost out of time.
Okay.
There's a lot of local theater going on this weekend.
Yes.
At the university, at NMSU, there's a play there going on in its final week.
And, oh yeah, the one about walking around Scotland.
The Las Cruces Community Theater is opening with Death Watch.
Trap?
Death Trap or Death Watch?
Death Watch or something else?
Death Trap.
Yeah.
And Black Box Theater has a play opening there
Magnolias
as well.
And what is it? Cauliflower.
Yes.
Moonlight and Magnolias, which is about the three guys who had to write Gone with the Wind. Sam Damon, I hear, is really funny in it. It should be pretty good.
So anyway, that's it for this week's show. I wish we had more time, but we don't.
We do next week.
But we do next week. So until then, thank you for joining us right here on Double Talk.
Right here.